Hey everyone, it's me, Xander. Normally I don't film videos through the camera on my phone unless I have a reason. My reason is I don't have a true Xander Talks Disney episode to release this year. Normally I like to go all out with a bang for my Christmas episodes, but this year I just didn't really feel like making a Christmas episode. I made one for the last 5 years. I think I'm entitled to a break. So here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to be talking about the future of Xander Talks Disney, and I'm also going to reflect on the past. I'm going to start with the reflecting on the past first. I'm well aware the Xander Talks Disney releases have been pathetic, to say the least. I released literally 2 episodes this year. I released fewer episodes than I did last year. There's a reason for that. I've had a lot of technical delays, mostly computer issues. The first time we actually got the computer fixed, and it worked just fine up until June when it started to slow down. I'm like, okay, something's up. And then recently it started to slow down even more. I'm blaming that on the fact that the computer's 7 years old. Yes, 7-year-old computer. Even I'm embarrassed that it took me this long. It worked for the time being, but I had to get a new one. Well, technically we had a backup one, but still. Next up, I want to talk about the future of Xander Talks Disney. Next episode is going to be about Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur because we got season 2 coming up, and that's coming out in January. There's a bunch of other episodes I have in mind. One of them is actually been something I've been delaying constantly the past few months, but that's because it's actually a collab video. There's multiple reasons why it's been taking forever. And it's not just me, it's because everybody has day jobs. I need to get myself one of those because I can't afford not making $0 a month on videos anymore. Next up on the list. Well, that's actually... No, wait, I do have something. Some shout-outs. First off, I want to give a shout-out to my friend Micah Hirsch, you may know, for Fireblast Studios, and of course, the Emperor's New podcast. Well, I was on his podcast twice this year. Once back in February to help promote his documentary, Beware the Groove, the making of a cult classic, which I'll link to in the description below because I am not going to have time to add the cards in. And of course, I was on another episode recently where we talked about an episode of The Emperor's New School. Both, I'll put links to them in the description below. I'm using Spotify links, but they're available wherever podcasts can be heard. And speaking of podcasts, I was also mentioned, I actually got a shout out recently on Channel KRT, hosted by my good friends Quinn, Randy Martin, and Tyler Green. They discussed all of the other reindeer, and I'm giving them a shout out right now since they gave me a shout out. And lastly, Chandler DeRoche, because if you have no idea, I was actually on one of his videos recently, most specifically one of his more viewed, not once said videos. I don't think you would notice, but thanks to Disney, that's me. That was me doing that voice. I'll put a link to his stuff in the description below, as well as to Channel KRT. And that pretty much does it. For more updates, you can follow me on social media. I am @XanderTheBoss on Instagram, Hive Social, and Blue Sky because I'm avoiding Twitter at all costs now. In fact, if you try finding me on Twitter, you see I'm privated because I don't want anybody following me there anymore. To be fair, I don't think anybody would blame me. And that's pretty much about it. I promise more videos coming up in the future. I'm sorry I don't have a Christmas video this year. It's a hectic time. And honestly, I had no good ideas for Christmas this year. Maybe next year, who knows. Well, until 2024, I'll see you real soon.